You are a very good man, sir. Yes, you are a good man. You are a God-fearing person.
A lot of these applications come to my desk, and sometimes it's a couple of hours before the event I see the application because of how long it takes to go through all the other processes. And I can't deny the event at that stage because it's done by the chicken already. Folks start for a long time.
The panel is compliance, legal, and regulatory.
Yes.
You know why I said that? Because what you just said a while ago, right, is that even though they don't come in before the 10-day deadline, and then gone down the road of setting up and everything else, you're going to approve?
No, it's not a matter of condoning. What I'm saying is that it makes it difficult now for me to deny the permit. We can deny the permit, and we deny the permit. It's not there.
Some of us would argue that you should.
Right, but let me ask the event promoters if I should. Having put on a pattern super early.
Good evening and welcome to Negril Times. In Negril, Deputy Superintendent Sanjay Mitchell, the operations officer for Westmoreland, was lauded by Negril stakeholders for what was described as his compassionate and balanced approach to managing community events. Mitchell has been navigating a difficult dilemma when it comes to the approval of event permits within the Negril Police District. This issue was at the heart of a discussion at the Tourism Enhancement Fund's workshop held on Thursday, January 23. The workshop, titled Event Playbook, Strategies for Tourism Success, brought together corporate sponsors and key state agencies to discuss, among other things, the challenges of navigating event compliance while still supporting the local events industry in Negril.
My name is Sanjay Mitchell, Deputy Superintendent, and I'm in charge of operations for the parish of Westmoreland. I have particular responsibilities also for the tourism area, which is the Negril space. Once an event is being put on, the police must know about the event. Once you've completed your application process through the municipal corporation and the other entities, JAMS, JCAP, then we require that you complete an application form. Having completed the application form, then we go through what we call a security assessment. There are a number of things that we look for. The area is the area, an area that will likely have incidents happening, security-related incidents. Is the venue sufficient for the number of persons that you are expecting? Are we able to police that event should there be an issue? Additionally, what are your security arrangements? Do you have security in place? And by security arrangements, I mean paid security through either a security company, or if you're using off-duty police personnel, that should also be indicated on the application. With all of that being said, we require that you do that within 10 days, at least 10 days. And when we say at least 10 days, don't come at least 10 days. Try to come a little earlier so we can do some assessment. So if the superintendent denies the application, you have enough time to appeal that decision to the Commissioner of Police. And that is how you will be able to get some redress. It's difficult for me. A lot of these applications come to my desk, and sometimes it's a couple of hours before the event I see the application because of how long it takes to go through all the other processes. And I can't deny the event at that stage because it's done by the chicken already. Folks start for a long time. The event setup start a long time, lighting start a long time. So it puts me in a difficult position.
The panel is compliance, legal, and regulatory.
Yes.
You know why I said that? Because what you just said a while ago, right, is that even though they don't come in before the 10-day deadline, and then gone down the road of setting up and everything else, you're going to approve. Now, Cindy, who is a JTB director and attorney, will say to me, that is condoning non-compliance.
Superintendent emphasized that while it's important to enforce the law, He also believes in showing empathy toward the promoters who may face challenges beyond their control.
You just call the police for me. You tell them it's a case of emergency.
No, it's not a matter of condoning. What I'm saying is that it makes it difficult now for me to deny the permit. We can deny the permit, and we deny permits, even at the...
Some of us would argue that you should.
Right, but let me ask the event promoters if I should. Having put on a butter soup already. So we look at
Cindy, who is at JTV.
Yes, you are a good man.
I help put on the soup. I help put on the soup because I know all the promoters. Asta Ryan, I know the promoters that do some of these things sometimes. So I protect them. But keep going. So some key things that you think should happen. I mean, first of all, they should come in before the 10 days, right? And actually apply. But some key words of advice from the police perspective in relation to events.
Right, security arrangements. Ensure that you have some security.
So they should have a security plan.
Security arrangements, whatever that security arrangement is. So we will do an independent assessment of that. Look at the venue and the area that you're selecting. We should be, from the police, in a position to properly police that event. And by policing the event, I'm not referring to paid off-duty officers. I'm talking about a patrol officer or the number of patrols that we have available within that area. We should be able to police the event. And there are often times when we have to deny permits for certain areas, as is the case with some areas in Westmoreland now, because of the likelihood of violent incidents. So those are some of the main things that we look forward to. But let me just segue into the Noise Abatement Act, because that is the important bit of information that persons need. Noise Abatement Act allows you to have an event during the week, and then start Sundays to Thursdays, you cut off at midnight. That's what the Noise Abatement Act allows us to do. On weekends, Fridays and Saturdays, it's at 2 a.m. in the morning. The police cannot give you an extension beyond 2 o'clock. The law said 2 a.m. If there's a need for an extension, there's another process. And then you take that now through the Ministry of Entertainment, and you apply for an extension, and then that information comes back to the police as to whether or not they recommend that the extension happens. So some people might look and say, oh, this event is allowed to continue until such time in the morning. It's because those persons use the avenues that are available. But we can't give you a permit beyond 2 a.m. And if we want to knock it off at 2, it's 2 o'clock and not 2:01. So that is the...
While the event industry continues to thrive in Negril, this ongoing conversation highlights the importance of finding solutions that balance both the regulations and the realities of event promoters. On a funnier note, on New Year's Eve, as the Sunshine Band struck up the rhythm of Rude Boy Jamaican, Ika Mouse's concert at Belladonna's and Somerset Road, West End Negril, came to an unexpected halt. The police abruptly ended the performance shortly before 2 a.m., much to the surprise of the audience. A wryly amused Ika Mouse, upon hearing from the band's guitarist that the Negril police officers had instructed them to lock off, couldn't resist attributing the intervention to the song itself. The track, a 2001 hit, recounts the infamous day the police took down General Starkey, one of Kingston's most notorious political enforcers, 43 years ago. Coincidence or irony? The timing of the Negril police was without question impeccable. Here's what transpired.
Let me tell you, the police don't want to hear that man Rude Boy Jamaican. The wrong song.
No, I want the right song.
Alright, song. Finish.
Yeah, absolutely black. Absolutely black.
Papa, I can't sing on no music. Obviously, I can't sing live song, acapella, no music.
Just sing about New Year.
Right, so we can't sing it on no music. Bang bang baby bang bang baby bang bang baby bang baby bang bang baby bang bang baby bang bang baby